ètò amúlùdùn tí kò lẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́.
akínyìn
àlùyìn lọ́gbẹ́nu
bàrìbà.
lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà. mélòó la ń kà nínú eyín adípèlé Diamond 88.7 FM ọ̀rẹ́ tímọ́tímọ́ tí kò ní fi í sílẹ̀ nígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan.
I'm in love. I'm obsessed. And I don't even feel guilty about it.
Obsessions are not always bad, especially when it's an obsession with your favorite radio station, Diamond 88.7 FM. We're obsessed with enhancing your radio experience. Diamond 88.7 FM, shining supreme.
On Diamond 88.7 FM, we give credible, factual, balanced reports at all time. Join us as we take you around the globe on the world news. Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin, your shining supreme station.
From the news desk of Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, this is news around the world.
In the headlines, INEC chairman raises concern over unclean voter register. Sultan reaffirms no Sharia for non-Muslims position. Kwara Assembly calls for ban on fireworks and knockouts. On the foreign scene, Bulgarian government resigns after mass protest. In business news, CBN's approval of 82 BDC licenses raises market stability concerns. In entertainment news, Gaze Baba's hit single becomes Nigeria's most viewed music video in 2025. In sports news, NWFL fines Ekiti Queens 2.5 million naira over assault on officials. A very wonderful evening to you, and thank you for staying with us on Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. This is news across the world. I am Nedu Okorie. You can listen to us via our website on www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM and on YouTube Diamond FM Ilorin. You can also download our app on Play Store, Diamond 887 FM. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Do stay with us.
See, Weto is from our tribe and we have the same religion, so we have to protect our own. Our tribe isn't corrupt. I beg you, leave now our Peking.
Wait, stop and think. Do you realize that the impact of corruption and careless decisions by that clansman or family member of yours doesn't know tribalism or nepotism? Let's hold everyone accountable for a better society and country. If you see something, say something to the right authorities.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
And you are welcome back. Now the news in detail. The Independent National Electoral Commission has recorded 2,685,725 completed registrations in the first phase of the continuous voter registration exercise, which ended on December 10. INEC Chairman Professor Joash Amukwiton disclosed these today at the Nigeria Civil Society Situation Room National Stakeholders Forum on Elections in Abuja. He said the figures comprises 1,576,137 completed online registrations and 1,109,588 completed through physical capture, noting that turnout was highest in Osun, Kaduna, Plateau, Imo, Borno, and Lagos, respectively. He, however, explained that the claims and objections window, which opens on December 15, will allow citizens to verify and correct entries before the data is consolidated. A former media aide to former Minister of Labour and Productivity and ex-Anambra State Governor Chris Ngige has claimed that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) may charge him to court following his arrest in Abuja. Fred Chukwelobe, Ngige's aide, in a statement on Facebook today said that about 20 operatives from the EFCC's Wuse 2 zonal office stormed the former minister's residence in Abuja on Tuesday and was whisked away without being allowed to change out of his pajamas. Recall that Ngige was reportedly on administrative bail after an earlier EFCC invitation during which he was questioned for undisclosed reasons. According to the statement, he had been in contact with investigators and complied with instructions, including returning his travel documents. And from the floor of the Senate, several ambassadorial nominees, including Reno Okorie, Senator Grace Bent, and former Aviation Minister Femi Fani-Kayode, today arrived at the National Assembly for their screening by the Senate. Also seen at the complex were former Interior Minister Abdulrahman Dambazao, immediate past INEC Chairman Mahmood Yakubu, and former Enugu State Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi. Others are Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, Senator Ita Enang, and Senator Nora Dadut, among others. After brief introductions, former ministers, ambassadors, and lawmakers were asked to take a bow and leave in line with Senate tradition. Senate leader Opeyemi Bamidele defended the continued use of the bow and go procedure for certain nominees, saying it is reserved for individuals with established and verifiable records of public service. The Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammadu Sa'ad Abubakar, has reiterated that Christians must not be subjected to Sharia law or court processes meant solely for Muslims. He stated this at the opening of the 2025 triennial meeting of the Nigeria Interreligious Council, NIREC, in Abuja, with the theme Collaboration of Interreligious Council with Government to Promote Peace in Nigeria. While speaking at the event, which brought together key religious and political leaders, Abubakar emphasized that Nigeria operates a multi-religious country where government supports the growth of both religions without adopting any as a state religion. He further stressed that Sharia laws should not be imposed on non-Muslims in any form, including dress or religious practice. And in Kwara State, the Kwara State House of Assembly has called on the state government to prohibit the sale, distribution, and use of fireworks and knockouts during festive periods, citing growing security risks across the state. The motion presented by Honorable Ogunniyi David explained that the initiative stems from the challenge security agencies face in distinguishing between loud celebratory explosions and gunshots, which often delay prompt emergency responses. While reading the resolution of the House, the Speaker, Yakubu Danladi Salihu, urged Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak to direct the Ministry of Communications to conduct extensive public sensitization campaigns on the danger and legal consequences of fireworks use, adding that the unauthorized use of fireworks could spark panic, confusion, and unnecessary tension among residents. And lastly, on the local scene, the Aliko Dangote Foundation has launched a landmark 100 billion naira annual education support initiative, a program set to inject over 1 trillion naira into Nigeria's education sector over the next decade. Announcing earlier today, the initiative was launched on Thursday, December 11, 2025 at Eco Hotels in Lagos State, marking one of the largest private sector commitments to education in Africa. According to the foundation, the program will focus mainly on investment in STEM education, with 30,000 undergraduates to receive tuition support each year based on the actual fees of their institution and programs, adding that an additional 5,000 technical and vocational students will receive funding for tools and essential training materials. The foundation also unveiled the MHF Dangote Girls Scholar Program, which will sponsor 20,000 girls in public secondary schools every year, providing uniforms, books, and full learning support from GSS 1 through tertiary education, particularly in states with high number of out-of-school girls. A new Dangote teacher training program was also introduced, beginning with 10,000 STEM teachers across 39 government colleges across the nation. And that's it on the local scene. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin. We're now going to break, and when we come back, we bring you foreign, business, entertainment, and sports news. Do stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
You're welcome back from the break. You're still listening to the news across the world, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin. Now we move on to the foreign stories. Bulgaria's Prime Minister Rusen Jaliaskov has today announced that his government was resigning after less than a year in office, following a series of anti-corruption protests. Jaliaskov's announcement came just ahead of a vote in parliament on a no-confidence motion against the government that the opposition had filed. Tens of thousands of people took to the streets across Bulgaria on Wednesday to protest against the government and corruption in the latest rally since the end of last month. The demonstrations were sparked by a 2026 draft budget, which protesters branded as an attempt to mask rampant corruption. The government, however, withdrew the budget last week, but the country's citizens have continued to express their anger. Still on the foreign scene, a daughter of South Africa's former president, Jacob Zuma, has been sworn into parliament less than 2 weeks after her half-sister was forced to step down. Brumelda Zuma became one of South Africa's newest member of parliament, representing the opposition party led by her father. Her half-sister, Duduzilwe Zuma Sambudwa, resigned from parliament following allegations that she had tricked 17 men into fighting for Russia as mercenaries in Ukraine, accusations she had denied vehemently. Meanwhile, critics have noted that Brumelda Zuma's appointment suggests the former president's intent to ensure his family is represented in parliament. And that ends the foreign news. We now move on to our business news.
Diamond FM Business News.
In business news, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has decided to approve 82 new Bureau de Change licenses. This has stirred notable concern, particularly across Abuja's foreign exchange ecosystem, with operators and analysts warning that the move, though potentially beneficial in the long run, may heighten instability in a market still recovering from past regulatory shocks. The approvals forms part of the Apex Bank's ongoing efforts to reform and liberalize the foreign exchange market following years of fluctuating directives and extensive sanctions against operators. However, while the CBN frames the new licenses as a step towards increased competition and transparency, some operators acknowledged that the new entrants may promote innovation and broaden access points for legitimate foreign exchange dealings. Many, however, feared that introducing 82 fresh BDCs at once risks flooding the market without corresponding boost in foreign exchange supply. And that's it in business news. We now move on to our entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
In entertainment news, global online streaming platform YouTube has named No Turning Back 2 by gospel singer Gaze Baba, featuring Lawrence Oyor as Nigeria's most watched music video of 2025. The song, which became a major sound within the Christian community, amassed 41 million views within 6 months of its release. It also recorded 397,000 likes and more than 22,000 comments. Gaze celebrated the milestone in the comments section of the announcement posted on Instagram, thanking his collaborators and described the achievement as a testament to their obedience and a sign of cultural impact. Still in entertainment news, the Fushengbua ruling house of Ijebu-Ode has formally rejected the lineage claim of Fuji musician Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, popularly known as Kwam1, declaring the linkage form he submitted to the Awujale selection process null, void, and of no consequence. In a letter dated December 11, 2025, and addressed to the musician, the ruling house said its investigation did not establish any proof that Ayinde belongs to the Jadiara royal house or the broader Fushengbua lineage, whose turn it is to produce the next Awujale of Ijebu land. The statement signed by the chairman of Fushengbua ruling house, Otumba Lateef Owoyemi, faulted the certification of Ayinde's form, noting that it was endorsed by a purported family unit head, Adetayo Abayomi Oduneye, who the ruling house said it is not a recognized member of the Jadiara royal family house. And that ends our entertainment news. We now move on to our sports stories.
Diamond FM Sports News.
In our sports news this evening, the Nigeria Women's Football League (NWFL) has handed Ekiti Queens a 2.5 million naira fine and a 3-match home ban following the assault on match officials during the club fixture against Edo Queens in Ado Ekiti. In a statement issued today, NWFL Media Director Samuel Hamadu described the incident as a serious breach of safety and conduct regulations, stressing that the league would not tolerate actions that endanger referees or compromise the integrity of its competitions. Following a review of match reports and video evidence, the NWFL found Ekiti Queens guilty of several infractions, including failure to provide adequate security, failure to control supporters, and creating an unsafe environment that led to the assault. Still in sports news, Nigeria international Igo Ogbu has expressed confidence that Slavia Prague will still make it to the UEFA Champions League round of 16 despite losing 3-0 to Tottenham Hotspur on March Day 6. However, after their defeat to Spurs, Slavia Prague still remains without a win in their last 17 Champions League games. The club has now gone 14 matches without a victory in major European competitions, leaving them on the verge of elimination. And that ends our sports news. And with that, we've come to the end of news across the world. But before we go, here is the recap of the major highlights. INEC chairman raises concern over unclean voter register. Sultan reaffirms no Sharia for non-Muslims position. Kwara Assembly calls for ban on fireworks and knockouts. On the foreign scene, Bulgarian government resigns after mass protests. In business, CBN's approval of 82 BDC licenses raises market stability concerns. In entertainment news, Gaze Baba's hit single becomes Nigeria's most viewed music video in 2025. In sports news, NWFL fines Ekiti Queens 2.5 million naira over assault on officials. And before we go, in our Today in History, did you know that on this day in 1981, UN Security Council selected Javier Perez de Cuellar from Peru as the 5th Secretary General of the United Nations? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM newsroom number on 0916 062 7526, 0916 062 7526. On behalf of the production crew, I am Nedu Okorie. Thank you for listening to your shining supreme station. The news across the world in Yoruba language comes up shortly. A very wonderful evening to you.
For up-to-date news reported across the globe, be rest assured you're on the right radio dial. Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, your shining supreme station.
Yo, clever.